Alright, femisapien is in the worst condition you could ever possibly imagine. Well, what happened was that, well, she did work good, but she wouldn't turn around this way, and that's the only way she can turn around, because when you put her in autonomous mode, that's pretty much the only way she turns. She would turn this way, but she doesn't turn that way in autonomous mode, so when she comes up to an obstacle, she would stay stuck. She couldn't turn around. And I wasn't sure if it was a motor or something, because she'd lean back really slow and stuff, but apparently, I'm guessing it was this cable. I mean, it wasn't broken right away. It was still attached, but I replaced the motor. It actually worked better until this came off, and it's actually snapped. But that's not the only thing that happened. I worked on this for over probably 6 hours, or something around there. Anyways, I don't know if this is fixable or not. Wowie just uses cheap parts. I mean, it worked, and I put it back together, but then it wouldn't turn at all anymore. It wouldn't turn this way or this way. But before I put the leg cover on, it would turn the way it's supposed to, but not the other way. But it didn't need to turn that other way, because that's not the way it turns when it roams. But when I put it together, it quit turning. And I was like, oh, it's broken again. Gotta retake it apart and find out what went wrong again. And I guess, well, it was walking strange too. It'd walk and this leg would stretch all the way out. And I was like, okay, that's not normal. And I guess it was being affected by this side. And I opened it up, the spring came off. I pulled it out and it was like, wait, what? This isn't supposed to come out, is it? The spring, where is it? Oh, here it is. See this spring? It's supposed to go over that cable, because it hooks up in the foot all the way up to here. The wires are even off both sides of the motor as well. See, I mean, she's just in horrible condition. I know I'm gonna get bad messages on this video. I don't even care anymore though. Go ahead if you have to. But it's horrible how cheap Wowie's parts are. Why would they use a cable anyways? I know they're trying to make it as less mechanical as they can. I mean, the problem is it's too mechanical. Everything has to work together at once. It pulls the foot up and down. That controls how it walks. Oh, I forgot to show you another thing that broke is, look at how she's cracked. Like, it's cracked in half. It's not supposed to be like that. She just sits on there. The good thing is, though, when you screw in her butt piece, it holds her body on, so if you picked her up, she wouldn't fall off of there. Yeah. And also, when I put this motor in, this is not her original motor. Hers, I did replace it. This was from my red V2 from his foot, and it worked really good. It was fast. It actually worked better. But it was making grinding noises, and it was loud. But you can see this spring is breaking too. But the wires are off. It's cracked. I mean, she still can sit on top of it. She'd be okay if she has her butt piece on. But she started not going back together really good. Not even her butt piece will go back on. I'm assuming it has to do with how that's cracking open. Well, it's going to be for parts. I know that. I need to use her for parts, so I'll have lots of spare motors now for RS Media, RoboSapien V2, and the other robots that need them. Because I know she's not repairable at this point. And if she is, let me know before it's too late, again, before I steal more parts from her. I got new minutes. Wait. Yay, I got new phone minutes, 1,000 minutes. Wow. Right when I'm making a video. about something bad. But yeah, so she won't wobble side to side anymore, and surprisingly, she... Yeah, the cable inside Robo-Reptile's mouth is broken, too. Yeah. Wowie needs to start getting a little better, though. Yeah, she's a mess. Yeah, so like I said, either she's going to be used for parts, or I can sell her for parts to try and raise money to get a new one. You know? Like, if I sold her on eBay, I'm sure shipping would be like 15 bucks. She'd probably come as is, maybe, I don't know. But I'd start bidding at $5, but I highly doubt I'll sell her. I don't think anyone's going to buy it, even for parts. I mean, she's pretty destroyed. Why do I always get the bad luck? I mean, really, it always happens to me. Just... every one of these robots has to have something wrong with them. Especially when they enter this house. Ugh. It's too much money to lose a robot, because I'm sure I've spent over $4,000 on robots. The whole family. I mean, because... I have had 11 Robosapien V1s, 4 V2s, 4 Ars Medias, 2 Jobots, 2 Femisapiens, 4 Roboraptors, but the 5th one I got from Lucas, so that one I didn't have to pay for it. Rexodog, 3 Ice IBs, I've had 10 Robopets, 3 Roboquads, 1 Roboreptile, Robome, 3 Tribots, 1 was from Lucas as well, broken. A couple of Turbo Fighters. See, it's just, it was too much money to lose when you pay that much money and then they break. I mean, if they don't work 100%, it's just not cool. I mean, it wouldn't have bothered me as long as it was able to turn around in autonomous mode, because to me it's useless. I like them just because they walk. It's the only reason I get robots, is because they can walk around, avoid obstacles. If they can't turn around from an obstacle, well, it's useless to me then. You know? It's just... ugh. This has been a lot of money that's been spent on these robots. And they only do one thing, and that is break. They only break, that's all they do. It's just... they always break from the walking, because that's the part I only use on robots. I don't use anything else but the walking. So that's why I always get the problems with walking. But when they're walking, every mechanic on them moves. That's the thing. That's why they wear down faster when they walk. You know, it's just... but the robots are really cool, but darn, are they mechanical. I just got a missed call from someone. I don't know who. But I don't know, it's just... chimpanzee head, even he doesn't work. The weird thing is, I don't understand how she possibly broke. I have really never used the Femisapiens, ever. I used her when I got it brand new, used her again when I got the second one, and then just used her a little bit from time to time. But that's it. That's it. I've never used her more. There's no way she could have broke that fast. I mean, I hardly ever used her. I can tell this was my first one, though, because it walked weaker than the newer one. But I just don't understand, when I've hardly ever used her, that she broke down, that she couldn't turn around already. I mean, compared to Ars Media, she has hardly ever been used. I use our Ars Media all the time. I mean, Femisapien, I guess, is sort of durable as well. Just, I I get the defective ones all the time. It just doesn't surprise me anymore when I get a broken robot, because everything in my collection is, every robot in my collection has something a little messed up with it. So it's just, I don't even have to be excited about, or it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, the chimp's eyes, it doesn't blink or move. His eyes are like jammed, probably something with the gears, and the rubber is peeling off. Not gonna mess with it anymore. It's just, if I had money to burn, I would just start completely over with getting new robots, because looking at a robot collection with just broken robots is just hard. I mean, I just don't like looking at this collection. It's amazing, but looking at it and knowing that every one of these robots has a flaw on them just bothers me a lot, because what I want to do in the future is just show them off to people. But if they're broken, that's just going to make it look bad. But, I don't know what I should do. If I had money, I would just start all over, because it's been really stressing me out knowing that every robot has a problem with it. Starting over would be helpful, because then I could keep track of what does work then. But that'll never happen, so don't expect it. Nothing's happening though. I'm not getting rid of anything. Don't worry. Let's... She can be a shelf display. At least I can set her on a shelf and turn her on without having to worry about her falling off. That's one good thing, but it's lame though. It could be like a store display. See? Works except the legs and the body. But, but yeah, she'll be a shelf display now. I guess that's it.